Your best trades come from your best patience. As you're building patience, that patience compounds, right? When we're exercising patience and we're waiting, what does that do? It improves quality, right? Meaning the quality of the trades that we're taking because we're being patient. We're waiting. We're waiting for that sniper entry. We're not rushing it. We're not just jumping in a trade to be in a trade. We're auditing ourselves. We're making sure we're checking all our boxes before we enter this trade. And being that our waiting improves quality, our quality is going to improve our consistency. The patience in waiting is going to improve our quality, and our quality is going to improve our consistency. So think about it. A patient trade versus an impulse trade, right? We don't want to be patient. We don't want to be impulsive. We want to be patient. Period. Like, there's no rush to jump in a trade just to be in a trade. We want to be patient prior to doing anything. Like, we want to make sure that we understand, hey, before I jump in anything, I'm going to make sure I audit myself, make sure all my boxes are checked off, everything lines up, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for my confirmation, a better entry, alignment, whatever your strategy deems. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's strategy has different rules. So we all will somewhat trade differently if we're trading different strategies, and that's okay. The idea is what? You want to be patient before taking that strategy. You want to make sure everything lines up. And when it does, then you take it. But remember, you can't improve your quality and you can't improve your consistency without patience. You have to have that first. That is the core of those two things. And when you compound your patience, what else are you compounding? The quality of your trades. You're also compounding the consistency of your trades. That's what's important. Every day we do the same thing. We show up on the charts every day. We do the same things every day. Because we're trying to compound all of these different things, not just patience, but we want to make sure that we're repetitive, right? We're doing the same things. We're checking news, checking our bias, doing our daily levels, or doing everything that you need, whatever charting it is you're doing. If you're supporting resistance, if you're doing some type of scalping strategy, whatever that is, like, you always want to make sure you are doing the same things every day. And even the same things when you're entering a trade. If your trade calls for top-down analysis, then you should be doing your top-down analysis before you enter that trade. Whatever your charting calls for, whatever it is that particular strategy or the particular thing that you're doing calls for, you want to make sure you're doing that. That is a part of your patience. It's being patient. Being patient is what? Doing all of those things, checking off the boxes. Because all you're trying to do is what? You're trying to improve the quality of your trades. And once you do that, now also will you be compounding patience and compounding quality, you will also be compounding consistency. That's how we get there. We have to do the same thing every trade. We can't be consistent if we're inconsistent in the way that we show up on the charts every day. We have to show up consistently and do the same things consistently. That's why I always preach and I'm always talking about we do the same things every day. Every day. We do the same things. Nothing changes. The same things every day. It's like when you work out, right? When we go to the gym, everyone has their little regimen of like how they work out, the exercises that they do before these exercises, how they start in the gym, how they finish in the gym, or start their workout, finish their workout, whatever the case may be. It's the same thing with trading. We start the same way every day, we finish the same way. And whatever the results are, we take them. We accept them. And we move on. If we think about this, if we get into the habit where we start doing things impulsively within our trading game, guess what's going to happen? We're going to be compounding impulsiveness. Think about that. Because if you're not compounding patience, then you're only going to compound the other side of that, which in this case is impulsiveness. We don't want to be impulsive. We don't want to compound that, because what are we doing? We have created a bad habit and we're building on a bad habit. That is a no-no. That's why we show up on the charts every day. That's why we have a regimen. That's why we making sure that we are sticking to our repetitive nature. We don't want to change the way that we do things. We want to find something that sticks and continue on to do that same thing every day. Now, if we switch that up because we found something that's going to enhance what we're already doing, that's something different. Because it's going to enhance your game, your strategies, your entries, just your trading overall. That's cool. Along the way, that will happen along the way. You'll find little different things that you can do, little quirks, little small little changes. You're not totally changing your whole trading game, but there are little quirks of things that you may do that will just enhance your game, whether it's not taking trades outside of a particular time window. Like for me, y'all already know I'm shut down. I'm done. If something is going to enhance your game, it's cool, like I said, to make that little tweak. Overall, you want to do the same things every day. We want to do the same things every day. That's just the way that it is. Remember, being a trader is just like being an athlete. Constant practice. Every day is constant practice. You should be practicing, trying to fine-tune that skill every day. You want to compound patience. You want to compound discipline. You want to compound your repetitiveness. You want to compound your quality entries, consistency. Like, these are the things that we want to compound. These are the habits that we want to continue to keep building on and build on them every day. And remember, one day of breaking your rules or breaking your repetitive habit, that could be very detrimental. So be careful with that. Stay consistent. Think about this. You can't be consistent in areas of your life if you're not consistent in other areas of your life, right? It has to go together. Like, it has to make sense, right? You can't be consistent over here and then not be consistent. Like, it doesn't. You need to have to work on being consistent everywhere within your life. So this way, when you come to the charts, that is just going to just transcend into your trading. It's very important, as I stated, that we just stay on top of compounding all of those good habits that we're building. And remember, as I just stated, if you go outside of your repetitive habit, you break something, that could be very detrimental. That could actually be a path to lead you down a path of going into a slump, or having some type of issues where, because this happens from time to time. That's why it's very, very important to stay on your regimens, to stay repetitive, to stay doing the same things, being consistent. Because one little tweak off of your schedule could totally throw you off. It could spiral you, literally, just because you're not following the same repetitive nature of what you've been doing. That could be very detrimental. So just be careful with that. Just make sure that you show up. Just make sure you keep like a self-inventory of what you're supposed to be doing every day. Like, keep a self-inventory. Like, knowing in your psyche, like, I do this when I sit down, I do that, I do this, I do that, I do this. Okay, I got everything set up. All right, cool. Now I'm ready to take a trade, or I'm waiting for a setup, or whatever the case may be. So just keep that in mind. It's very important.